So today I want to show you a technique for multiplying decimals. Right now this looks really horrible, so we've got 0.97 times 18.5. Now it would be much nicer to actually be able to do 97 times 185. So what we're going to do is manipulate by adjusting these two numbers by powers of 10 to be able to work out this sum, and then we're going to readjust our answer. So to turn 0.97 into 97, I need to times by 100 because we need to move two numbers to this side of the decimal place. So therefore we need to times by 10 to get the 9 over here, and then 100 to get the 7 over here. And we'll end up with 97, and the decimal place now sits here. So we have 97.0 technically. But obviously, because we don't want a decimal, we're just going to work with 97. Here, we've got 18.5. I want this 5 to move to this side of the decimal point, so I'm going to times by 10. Okay. This means in total, I've times by 100 and then times by 10. So technically, I've multiplied by 100 and then 10. 10 times 100 is 1,000. So technically we've multiplied by 1,000. So when we get to our answer at the end, we need to divide by 1,000. So I'm going to make a note here for myself so I don't forget to do it. Because once you've done your entire sum and worked everything out, you might just forget and lose marks. So it's best to make a note so you don't forget. So now what I'm going to do is use my normal multiplying method. Fill in my zeros and draw in my columns. Sorry, paper's moving. Need another column because I've got 3 digits here, so I need 4 columns. So let's start. 7 times 5 is 35. 5 times 9 is 45, but we have a 0. Now for my 5s have met 7 and 9, so I can cross it through. 8 times 7 is 49 plus 7, which is 56. So we have 56 and 1 0. Then we have 8 times 9, which is 72, and 2 zeros. Okay, so that 8 has met both of those, so we can cross it through. Now we have 1 times 7 with 2 zeros, so we have 700 and 9,000. Okay, now I'm going to add them all up. So 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 6 is 14, so I'm going to put my unit in here and carry my 10 up here. And I've got 1, 5, 10, 12, 19. Carry my 9, put my 9 there, carry my 1 up here, and now I've got 1, 8, 17, just write my 17 in. Now obviously this number is massive compared to what we're expecting 0.97 times 18.5. Let's estimate. 0.97 is approximately 1, so I'm just going to do the approximate sign. This means approximately equals. It's not a real equals, it's a squiggly one to show that it's not entirely true. So I'm going to use my estimation as 1 for this, and here, well, 18.5, it's quite close to 20, so I'm going to do 1 times 20, so I'm expecting an answer that's approximately 20. Now notice, I'm expecting 20, but instead I've got 17,945. That's way out. So we must remember to divide by 1,000 to undo our manipulation that we did here to give ourselves nicer numbers. So I'm going to divide by 1,000, which means at the moment my decimal sits here. So 17,945. And I'm just going to write some zeros just to give myself some place markings, okay? And I'm going to divide by 1,000, which means for every 10, because 1,000 is made by 10 times 10 times 10, I'm going to move back one place. So I've got 3 tenths here make 1,000, so each number has to go back 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. So actually my 5 is now going to end up sitting where this 0 is, and all the other numbers are going to follow on behind it. So I'm going to end up with 17.945. That is much closer to my expected answer, so I know I have the right answer. Just the tip is always write down at the bottom near the end of your sum what you need to divide through at the end and estimate your answer to make sure that you've got it right.